say the reason we are submitting this petition is to ensure that there is transparency and accountability in the management of public affairs and in the management of public resources, public institutions and officials. Land is one of the, probably not even one of the, but the most crucial national asset. Um, and this land of the Gambia, which we all share, um, should benefit all Gambians. And so when we particularly deal with the issue of state lands, lands that are said to be under the control of the state, for which citizens can benefit, that process, uh, of making citizens enjoy this resource should be done in a manner that is transparent, that is accountable, that follows the rule of law, and that is ethical. We have noticed since 2017 to date, and we are starting from 2017 because that is when we ushered in a new Gambia, or what is supposed to be the new Gambia. We know there have been many commissions or inquiries, um, going back to years, but we are have to start at a point, and that is 2017 to date. We have noticed allocations of land to public officials, families of public officials, other individuals connected with public officials, and that is unfair and it is unjust. And questions have been raised as to the justification of these allocations, and the state has not provided any justification, rather would ignore any calls to that effect. And so we, as concerned citizens, feel that we have a duty and a right to hold our state to account. So that we have raised this petition to ask the National Assembly, which has the overall accountability purpose in this country, through the Public Petitions Committee, to look at this issue to ensure that state lands are well managed, and those who have been given to citizens legitimately and legally deserve it, and they have it in the right manner, in the appropriate way. That is good for all of us, because otherwise, what will happen is we will see state lands being given to people who do not deserve it, and those who deserve do not get it, and that is a recipe for conflict in any society, because land is a major source of conflict in many societies. Um, so we feel we need to do this as citizens for the peace and stability of the Gambia, for the good governance of the Gambia, bearing in mind that while the state is giving lands to individuals, okay, we have seen state institutions renting, you have ministries renting, you have government departments renting in private properties, you have government agencies renting in private properties, and you wonder why would we state institutions, let's say a ministry like the Ministry of Interior, the ministry responsible for internal affairs, for home affairs, and in its own home, it is rented in a private place. That's a contradiction. So it means the government is only prioritizing public interest, because the money that would be used to rent these properties could have been used to build a massive office space somewhere where state agencies, departments, ministries could occupy without any cost to Gambians. So all of these are issues that concern us, and above all, we have to highlight the fact that we have seen the Minister for Lands, Mr. Ahmad Ba, say they have allocated land that is allocated for the Chief Justice, property for the Chief Justice to the President. And by law, uh, the President doesn't qualify to get state land. But apart from that, land that is already allocated for a state official as the Chief Justice cannot now be taken away from that allocation to be given to somebody else for private purposes. All right. So all of these are factors that raise the issue that indeed the issue of land must be addressed.
Send this petition today to the National Assembly, and we are here to make this press conference to the general public. This letter is addressed to the clerk of the National Assembly in Banjul, and it reads: Petition on allocation of staff land state lands to state and non-state officials, individuals, organizations, and businesses between 19 January 2017 to 31st December 2023. pursuant to Section 123 to 126 of the Standing Orders of the National Assemblies as revised, we, Mr. Madi Jobate, Omar Kamara, and Babu Karnya, from now on refer to as the petitioners, citizens and residents of Kembuje, Fintisori, West Coast Region, and Yundum, all in the West Coast region of the Gambia, wish to submit this petition for your kind consideration. We believe we are eligible to make this petition as Gambians. The petitioners have made all efforts to address these issues raised in the petition but have not received any response from all relevant institutions. This petition is made in all seriousness and has the prospect of ensuring accountability and good governance, and it is not frivolous. The issues raised in this petition are not pending before any court or any arbitrary body. And the statement continues. And the title for it is The Purpose and Scope of this Petition, which we are going to continue to read. And the title of the petition is Allocation of State Lands to State and Non-State Officials, Individuals, Organizations, and Businesses between 19 January 2027 to 31st December 2023. The purpose of this petition is to inquire into the allocation of state lands to public officials, individuals, and state and non-state institutions, organizations, and businesses to ensure that these allocations were done in line with the 1997 Constitution, the State Lands Act 1991, the Land Acquisition and Compensation Act 1991, and all other relevant laws, and free from undue influence, bribery, exploitation, and official privilege, or any inappropriate means. The petition equally seeks to ensure that due process and rule of law were strictly followed and that allocations were legal and legitimate. The petition seeks to ensure accountability in the allocation of all state lands. This petition arises out of public concerns and allegations of inappropriate, unfairness, and inappropriate and illegal allocation of state land by the executive. The petitioners believe that the petition relates to the matter of public concern and interest, and it is within the National Assembly's supervisory powers to ensure accountability in all state institutions, particularly the functioning of the executive. The last point of it is the petition specifically referred to the following officials. One, the president. Two, the vice president. Three, the cabinet ministers. Four, National Assembly members. Five, senior officials in ministries, departments, and agencies. Six, judicial officers. Seven, private companies and business persons. Eight, private citizens, individuals. Nine, state institutions. And 10, non-state institutions or organizations. The prayers for this petition is, the petition seeks the following prayers. A, for the identification of all beneficiaries of state allocations as per terms of this petition by indicating, 1, the names of the respective beneficiaries. 2, the size of piece of land allocated to each beneficiaries. 3, the physical state of piece of land allocated. 4, the location of piece of land allocated. 5, the date of both application and allocation of piece of land. 6, determine whether the allocation met the due process.
And Mr. Babu Karnyang, and if you recall, we made an announcement yesterday that we are submitting a petition to the National Assembly, petition committee on allocation of state lands to state and non-state officials, individuals, organizations, and business between the duration of 19th of January 2017 to 31st December 2023. After the submission of the petition this morning, we are here to inform the press and the general public and all Gambians the content of our petition, as we are inspired by the simple fact that accountability and transparency should be the center stone for our governance system, and also our public officials must be held accountable at all times. So we have submitted the petition this morning, and then I will invite my colleague Babukar Nyang to read the details of the petition and what it entails as far as the submission is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Omar.